Well, calm has been restored in Tel Aviv after bloody protests by rival groups of Eritrean immigrants this weekend. Daniel Cohen is live where those violent clashes took place with how Israeli leaders are now responding. Daniel, good morning.
Good morning, Alex. It doesn't look like it right now, but over the weekend, the street that I'm standing on felt like a war zone. You may be able to see the guy behind me here. Well, there's a couple of people fixing plate glass doors and windows that were shattered up. Want to set the record straight first on something. The anti-Israel pro-Palestine crowd is blaming Israeli police for what happened over the weekend. They say they cracked down too hard on a minority ethnic group. That is not the story. This was Eritreans versus Eritreans in a wild street confrontation. Take a look at the video. Hundreds of immigrants from the African nation facing off. They are holding lumber. Some of them had metal. Some were throwing rocks. They smashed up Israeli businesses and vandalized parked cars. They injured 170 people and 50 police officers in riot gear who were there trying to restore peace. So why, you may be asking? The violence took place outside the Eritrean embassy, and the street I'm standing on not far away has supporters of the current regime under U.S. sanctions for human rights abuses clashed with their opponents. Listen to this Israeli restaurant owner describe the chaos.
We watched on security cameras and couldn't believe our eyes. We saw one big catastrophe. Policemen running after one another, Eritreans running after them. The damage done here, this is unimaginable.
I feel sad because I saw a lot of people have been injured. And I feel sad it is both of them are from my community.
Prime Minister Netanyahu says the immigrants crossed a red line and wants the rioters deported immediately. 25,000 Eritreans and Sudanese live in the Jewish state. Netanyahu says Israel is under no obligation to keep them. The government considers most illegal since they snuck across the Egyptian border before a fence was finished in 2014. Now listen to this, everyone. The Israeli Supreme Court blocked previous deportation attempts by lawmakers here, saying it's illegal to force an immigrant to go back to a country where their life may be threatened. Netanyahu doubled down on that Supreme Court statement I just gave you, saying that he just highlighted the issue of judicial reform, saying the Supreme Court created the situation that we saw over the weekend that led to the massive riots. Alex,
Daniel Cohen,
back to you.
Thank you so much for that report. Appreciate it.
Sure.